I can't hear you. So you're number 2.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Callahan's Bowl-O-Rama.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So we're 2 and 3.
Okay.
You're
sorry, folks. Technical.
We're trying to get it figured out.
We would usually don't go live until the round of 16, but we had everything set up, so we're going to jump on early here. This is the round of 32 at the Rip Callahan Memorial Open Singles in Callahan's Bowl-O-Rama in Newington, Connecticut. This is NEBA number 972. On the road to 1,000.
Whew, can't wait
Brian
for that
Gaskell here with you, and with me, Chris Forey.
Hello, everybody.
Fresh off of TV appearance. I saw you on FS1 the other day.
A lot of TV time. It was a good week for my guys.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great time up there. Great facility. Obviously, you bowl there a lot.
I do.
We're talking about Bayside Bowl. So, yeah, it was a great time. Obviously, the Portland team won. That was the most exciting, craziest finish in bowling I've ever seen.
Unbelievable. Truth be told, I talked to you during the week, and I was mad that I didn't have a ticket to get in.
I was sad you weren't there. I texted you. I was like, where is he?
I know. And
I had front row seats.
I'm home watching on TV, and I'm like, oh, they're going to get swept, man. I'm glad I didn't drive all the way up there. And then they went 3 straight, and the whole place went berserk, and I'm like,
when they were down 2-0, and we obviously we have a lot of time to talk about stuff. So
yeah, well,
when they were down 2-0, I was like shell shocked, and I think they were too. And I actually, the first 2 games, I didn't go over and talk to the guys. That's Timmy's thing. But at the end of game 2, I walked over and I just tried to give a little. Timmy was giving a pep talk. I tried taking each guy aside, and just be like, next man up. That's what it is. Next man, you just throw your best shot and see what happens. Don't. But it was
a lot of fun to watch.
Oh my God, it was fun.
I wish I was there.
You would have been right in the front row with me in the production area. No TV time, but it was that place is nuts too.
Let's get to the matches in front of us here.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
We'll talk about that during the day. I'm sure we'll have some dead time to fill at some point. But let's, because these matches are already in the 4th frame. Like I said, we weren't scheduled to go live until the next round, but because we were all hooked in, we said let's just go on. So this is the round of 32. And so feature pairs are going to be 27, 28, and 29, 30 throughout the rounds, and then the final match is going to be on 31 and 32. So for right now, let's see. We have on 27 and 28, Nate Purchase against Scott Hartnett, and Nate Clark versus Brian Bourget.
2-handed. We have one one-hander and 3 two-handers.
We're in the minority.
Yeah.
You want to update the scores on those? What do we got here? So let's see. That was.
So Hartnett's down by. He's down by a lot.
He's got an open.
He's down by about 45.
An open against a triple.
Yeah. He's down a lot.
So he's bowling. Purchase has a triple. He's up now, going for 4 in a row.
Yep.
And in the other match, I don't know who's who, so we have to wait until they go to throw a shot to see which guy is which. So let's go to 29 and 30 real quick. You have Justin Veal, who's up right now.
Another 2-hander.
That match is pretty even. You got a 3-bagger against a 4-bagger. So
he's bowling for zone.
He's bowling Matt for zone.
That's urethane, I think. It looks like urethane.
And in the other match, we have Sean Richard and Stephen Major, 2 Brockton boys.
Yeah.
Going head-to-head. And that match is even. So we don't even need to know who's who because they have the same score on the top match. So.
Man. How about the great entries we had today? 220 for the weekend.
That's unbelievable.
Our biggest one of the season.
That's good.
Big thank you to the Callahan family. $4,000 added to the prize fund.
I'm sad to say that I wasn't one of them, but I had a
prior commitment.
Unfortunately, had a. You've been around as long as I have, and as much as I love NEBA, there's something about being on a team. Team bowling,
I love nationals.
Nationals. So
I don't bowl the UBA thing. I will say that.
I never thought I would, but once I did it, it's very.
It's just tough for me. Our group bowls usually on Saturdays.
Yeah,
and I can't bowl Saturdays.
No, the schedule's awful. I hate that part of it because you just never know when it's going to be. But so in full disclosure, we were in the round of 16 today to go to Battle Bowl, and we were down the street at Groton, and we snuck it out.
Nice job.
So we were down by 106 going to the last game. We won by 120. So we are off to the round of 8, and when you're bowling with 9 of your friends,
and
there's 20,000 on the line, I just had to go.
Yeah, I get it.
I never thought I would see the day that I would do that, but once you're that far into it.
I know a lot. I mean, you're not the only one. There's so many people that tell me. I had somebody come change all their grips and they haven't bowled in a while. They just had a baby, and she came to the shop. She goes, I'm changing my grips because my team has a chance to get to Battle Bowl. She says, we don't get to Battle Bowl, I'm putting my stuff away for the next 6 months. We get to Battle Bowl, I keep bowling.
So truth be told, we were an hour down the road at Groton, and as soon as we got done and I packed my stuff up, we had a little 5-minute celebration powwow, and I jumped in the car, and here I am. So
no, I saw your text when I went to go bowl the roll. Well, you came over and said hi to me. Yeah. And I saw the text when I went to do the roll-off. That was fun. I was hoping you guys were going to be, I was hoping you guys would both be in the cut, and I would be needed. So I said, let me just head that way and see what happens. I tried to make the cut. I know you did. I know. So let's go over the cut scores now that we have it. The 220 entries, as Chris mentioned, 48 qualifiers. The Saturday night squad had 29 entries. The cut was 11:23. And then this morning at 9 a.m., we had 100 entries, so that's a full squad, right? Full squad. 5 on a pair. Sold out. 5 on a pair. And that squad cut was 11:48. And then another 91 entries at 12:30, so almost a full squad. Yep, 9 short. And that squad cut was 10:82. You want to hear the interesting one about that one? Go ahead. It was 94 over going into the last game. Really? It dropped. 12 pins. That's how I ended up, somewhat making it to the roll-off, because I said to Calc, I said, I'm out. I said, the number's going to go past me. And the number dropped 12 pins the last game. Scott Camp bowled a 180 the last game. He was the cut. Became the number. He was in the number, bowl 180, putting his stuff away, and becomes the number. Never would have thought that. So the seniors all made it on the regular cuts. Supers and women were the thing that didn't make it. Yeah, super. So one super made it. One super made it, and 2 women for the special cut. So that the super senior cut was 1081. Yep. And the women's cut was 1016. There were 28 entries in, for guaranteed spots. And I'm going to tell you another funny one that usually you would say to yourself, well, this doesn't. But Tim Elsis gets up to the last game, so you don't want to put your fate in somebody else's hands. So Calc and I are trying to figure out how can I make it. And I'm like, I need a super to bowl their way in. So Elsis got 250 going into the 9th. So Frankie's like, man, Tim's going to be, he's going to shoot 250. You're going to make it. The guy goes 10 pin. So we're like, Calc goes, this is okay. He still got 240. I'm on the approach. He whiffs it. He whiffs it. And I turn around to Frankie. I'm like, Frankie gives me like this look like this. I'll just show you. And I'm like, this just didn't happen. So now he opens in the 10th. If he marks in the 10th, he becomes a guaranteed spot. Right. Because he makes the squad cut. Right. He missed the squad cut. I don't have to bowl a roll-off. Oh, God. So, yeah, so then now we let the cat out of the bag. So then with all the women and super seniors that were taken off their own list, we had, well, first of all, Eric Copping. So if Copping was here, I would have had to bowl a roll-off either way. Right. Yeah, so now I bowled Eric had a family problem. He had to leave. Yep. And so we ended up having a roll-off for the last spot between Chris Forey and Carlos Gonzalez, and it came down to the last shot, and Chris stoned an 8-pin to lose. Hey, I'm here. So there were 2 extra cash spots. Yes. 3 extra cash spots, I should say. Yep. So Eric, Chris, and Ditto Fitzpatrick all got cash spots outside the cut. And then the ball went to Dave Paquin, the raffle from Storm with the high score out of the cut. Goes to Dave Paquin, and then the ball raffle went to Cheryl Pape. So that's the 2 balls from Storm. We appreciate their sponsorship. Yep. So there's a lot going on. Nate Clark is the one with the front 6, by the way. Let's go back real quick to the matches. You want to give him a screenshot there of Nate Clark and them? No, go. Okay, you can do it that way. I guess I use that big grid. That's okay. It's up to you. I'm just saying the grid just makes it a little bit easier, so you don't hit. So you don't. Oh, I see. So you don't turn like a new thing on. Mm-hmm. So then it'll show you a red box around what you're watching, and then you just go there. Got it. Yeah. So Nate Clark, front 6. He's bowling against Bourget. And so let's talk about the lane pattern real quick. And you go over the matches. Yeah, please. You go. I'll give the specs if you want, and then you can talk about it because obviously I wasn't here, so I don't. Sure. Go ahead. So the pattern was something called the multi-stack. It was a made pattern. Made pattern from Kegel. Bill Halota. Oh, Billy Halota. So I went, okay. and I know Bill gets some slack sometimes in the area because he's the main lane man across the area. Mm-hmm. But go ahead, I'll let you do that. Okay. I'm going to just say a couple things. So the pattern is called the multi-stack NEBA Bowl-O-Rama 2022. It's 43 feet
with 26.13 mils and a 7-to-1 ratio. So right on.
It's on a recreational line.
Right on the cusp of being between a recreational and a challenge. But
what I would say this, and I sent Billy a text last night, is that it was the fairest recreational pattern I've ever.
Just looking around, I would agree with that. Having not seen it all day, but
many different angles.
Yeah.
I played the gutter.
Yeah, it looks like I was pretty disappointed that I wasn't here when I saw that.
Yeah, I played the gutter. You could play four. So from a fairness standpoint, left-right style of bowling allowed you to get to the pocket. And I told Billy this. I said Billy and I talked last night for a little bit via text. I said it was the fairest recreational pattern bowl. It doesn't mean everybody was going to score. You could get to the pocket from many different angles. Now the thing was, can you get the corners out? So you'll see a lot of 9s on the board. Can you get the corners out was the whole thing. Which angle did you play? What ball? Now you had to figure that part out. But it wasn't like some of the recreationals where you get that big cliff in the middle of the lane. Mm-hmm. We didn't have that.
Good.
You had oil in the middle, but you could get the hook from the middle of the lane. And even at the end of the day, I played the gutter here on the burn. I just stayed there the whole time.
Yeah, you told me there weren't a lot of people playing out there now. It seems like more people have migrated there in the finals. Maybe.
Yeah, but they're migrating, swinging it there. No, not too many people are going
up
right up it. So I talked to Viali last night. He goes, "What'd you do?" And Viali made the cut, and he said he tried playing the gutter, but then he started swinging it. I told Viali, if you get to the gutter, which he's really good at, I said you can go pair to pair, and every pair is the same then. Where when you're playing where everybody else is at,
no topography issues, no people in front of you,
you just keep it in front of you.
Yep.
There's the Plaque 10, like we talked about from Justin, where you can hit the pocket from every angle on this pattern.
So here's Nate Clark with the front 7, and his opponent has all strikes but one open in the middle, so he's up by 35 right now.
Now that one might not hold.
Oh, it
went Brooklyn.
Yeah, so
I said there was
a regular house shot. That's hits the middle of the head pin. It doesn't hook.
So you could get your ball to hook too much if you got it in the middle, but you could get to there from many different spots. And you could flat 7 or flat 10 or ring 10.
Boy, we got some really tight matches in front of us here. This is great.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Glad we went on early.
I'm going to show the right-hand pair we got, which is we have Sean Richard getting up on the left lane, Justin Veal finishing up. So Justin right now is losing because of that double by
he's
zone.
Down by 9.
Down by 9.
And Sean has a max of 279 and Steven 268.
Yep,
so
he's got an
11 pin lead right now.
And just real quick, we'll go back to that scoreboard. Sean is the A and C is Steven. And actually, even over that match is 21 pins. So we'll go over and show you the score of Purchase versus Hartnett. And Purchase pretty much has that a little bit. He's up by 21 now. Oh, the kid almost went down the lane with the ball. I just put the camera on when everybody saw that. So he's good. Pulled up on it. How do you hang in a ball when you only got 2 fingers?
And I don't think he has any finger holes in that ball at all.
I think he just palms it, right?
I'm pretty sure he has no holes.
He used to palm it. I remember that.
I don't know how he does it.
And he's good at it.
Oh,
phenomenal! Big spare for Hart to just keep himself in the match. So yeah, so the pattern. So I just want to give a shout out to Billy Helota, like I said, who a lot of times when he does things, the bowlers don't appreciate the work he puts in. But I want to say thank you, Billy, because truly a fair pattern, left, right. How you had to figure out how you're going to knock them down.
And that's really good because the last time we were in this building, it was all lefties. Yes. So to come up with something recreational and fair for both sides is really probably not as easy as it sounds.
Yeah, I didn't think. I mean, obviously you could see the right at the end of the day was hooking in the middle of the lane, but again to the right, even the kid I bowled in the roll-off stayed to the right, which I was shocked. I was like, oh, move into the middle.
Steven for the lead.
Oh, 4, 6, 7. All right, Bourget here to put some pressure on Nate Clark, who just threw a Brooklyn for the front 8. Big shot for Bourget. That's up the lane a little bit. And again, you didn't have the ultimate hold to the left. So I tried to figure out if I got far enough right, could I have left, which you did. If you get far enough to the right by the gutter, we'll see Viali's out there a little bit now. You actually now can yank the ball because you're so far away from where everybody else is.
Right. So Sean cleans up his spare. He's going to have a lead of about, actually that match is almost over.
It's pretty much over.
94-03.
So you got 233. So
Sean's
going to
need like 8 or 9 in the first shot to
yeah, he's going to need 8 on the first ball to tie.
Yeah. Perch is up by 21. He just needs a mark here to lock it up.
And this Nate Clark match is over now.
Yes.
So Nate's moving on. That's a good shot.
That's front 9.
Yeah. So if you look at and anybody, you can go see the pattern going on Bowl-O-Rama.com. It's pretty cool because, like you said, it's dual. To me, it looks like 2 Christmas trees on top of each other.
I looked at it the other day.
It's pretty unique. And this is the thing is, everybody looked at that, and there were people making comments about it. I have no problem talking about this. It aggravates me. I said this to you before we went on the air. People like look at it and they go, "Oh, what's this stuff we're bowling on?" But it's okay. Come bowl before you start complaining about or anticipating what's happening. I heard something.
Calca dropped his ball. I don't know if it was out of frustration or if it was an accident, but he caught Purchase right in the middle of his 4th step, and he just threw it out the window, and now he can lose.
Yep. Yeah, because Frankie stoned a 9 or an 8-pin, I'm going to guess. So Frankie makes it and is down 2, but the guy's got to strike up.
So we never went over all the matches. We really didn't have.
You want to give a quick rundown?
Yeah, let's run down all the matches quick, and then we'll get to these final results.
Hartnett with a strike now to actually. Well, he just needs a mark to win the game, unless Purchase can. No, Purchase got 97, so the guy needs this strike to beat him. Go ahead. Now you can go.
Round of 32, we had Frankie Calca versus R.J. Martinez, Michael Rock Jr. against Jim Dumas. We did 27 through 30. That's what you're watching. 31 and 32. Corey Umbrello versus John Matunis and Ryan Graywax and Mike Puzo. We haven't seen Ryan Graywax in a while, I don't think, but good for him. He's back for a quick visit. 33 and 34. Eric Smith against Mike Colby. It is Smith, yep. Even with a Y. Okay. Against Will Ayres. Will Ayres versus Sidney Reardon. On 35 and 36, Nick Messino against Chris Viali. Jay Johnson against Josh Roca. On 37 and 38, John Becker versus Randall Dunbar. And Rich Reynolds versus John Kirker.
Hartnett did not get it.
Hartnett did not get it? No, okay, so Purchase is going to hang on.
So somewhat, you don't want to see that happen.
Right, yeah, he definitely caught him. I mean.
Go ahead. Sorry to cut you off.
Rich Reynolds and John Kirker, and then on 39-40, Warren Wiggins and versus Jeremy Melito, and Tom Coco against Tim Elsis. So that is everybody that advanced to the round of 32. We'll be wrapping these matches up in a minute, and be back for the round of 16 shortly. So Sean just needs 8-1 or 9 on the first ball here will be enough. And he's got a strike, so that match is closed out. Nate Clark, he left a 4-pin, so the
runs over.
300 bid has been thwarted. Calca had doubled in the 10th to take the lead, but Martinez just came back with a double of his own. So
he's going to need this one to win. Well, he gets 9. 9's a winner. 9 spare is a winner for R.J. Martinez.
Oh, Frankie's waiting it out.
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
Oh, 4-pin. That's enough.
Yep. Well, he's got to
make it. He's got to make it to win by 1.
He's got to make it if Frankie strikes.
So you guys had a good run at the Nationals?
We had a very good run. Can I tell you, we left 12 9-pins.
Really?
12 9s, 2 8s, 4 stone 7s.
Oh.
So think of that. We were 100 short of the lead. But no, we had a good run. It's, like you said, I love the team environment. It was great bowling with Prather, obviously, who I'm very close with. So it made it. I felt like the communication was a little better, and that's the important thing in nationals.
Yeah.
And nothing, how you communicate within your group. So, and like Ron Nelson said, hey, I don't really know Ron until like the last year and a half. Now that I drive him and Webb around all the time. So now we hang out, and now it becomes like better communication, So continue, I'll let you.
Fazone needs a mark here to lock the match up.
That's high. Told you there's no hold.
No, there's no hold. So let's see. 2:02 in the 8th. Veal can go out for 2:36. So
is it okay if I say, Amanda, get off your knees? It's the early rounds. Nobody watches.
Nobody's watching. Yeah. Veal needs a double and an open from Fazone to advance. She just smacked him in the shoulder. All right, here's Veal. He's got it. So Fazone is going to need to make the 2-4-7-8 here to lock up the win. So here's Fazone for the spear to win.
Woo! Who wants to shoot this?
Uh-oh. Oh! Okay, so he's got 230. Veal needs another strike and 5 to win.
Who wants to shoot that?
Nobody. No, I don't care if they're easy or hard or either or both.
Worst spare pro wants to shoot that.
For the win. Got it. Wow. That's how fast a 20-pin lead can evaporate around here. So yeah, go back to now that the go back to your nationals. We bowled with Ron for a long time. He was with our group for when I bowled with Viali and those guys for a long time.
I mean, this is our third year.
Yeah.
The first year, I only know Ron from the Mega Buck days, but didn't ever talk to him. He hung out with Litch and those guys, but didn't talk to him. So first year we bowl. It's like you gotta get some guys, and Ron's not the most outgoing guy.
Right.
So it becomes hard, and he's a great bowler. So obviously, I'm not going to offer advice to the guy because I don't know him. So first year we bowled okay. Fagan was with the group, and Michael and I know each other. I sponsored him at one point for a year. So things are okay, but you could just this year having Prather, who doesn't know Alex, but him and Alex, I just got our videos, you can just see them the whole time, like almost like they knew each other forever, like coming to a NEBA. And even Ron, like this year, game 2, I'm like, Ron, you need to change balls. I wouldn't have said that to him too. He said to me when we left the bowling center, he goes, you wouldn't have said this to me the last 2 years. I said, well, now that we hang out and we go eat breakfast every morning, and you and I talk bowling, I now have a better feel for what you, and I expect you to say something to me if you see something, So, but communication's big. I mean, obviously the lane condition was much softer this year. I don't like to say easier. I call it softer because people still bowl bad.
Oh, of course.
That's my point. So yes, they were softer.
I shot 590. I mean, we had a good score as a team, but I regret how I bowled. I'll be honest with you.
But I tell people I say softer because softer doesn't mean everybody's going to bowl well.
No, they were not. It wasn't like just throw wherever you want.
No. You still had to work as a group. I felt like we had a good game plan. The kid is throwing a red. Did you see what he's throwing? Justin Beal's throwing a red pearl hammer.
Really?
The old red pearl hammer.
But that's not the overseas one they sold this year for like one day? There was one they released this year for you could buy it overseas like it was a one-day thing.
But that was a red widow though? I think that's a red.
No. There was a red pearl hammer.
Oh, like how they make the purple one, but just a red color. Okay, well that's what he's using. I just saw that as he walked by.
I think so.
I just looked pretty cool. I was going to get excited if he threw an old-fashioned red pearl hammer because that thing shouldn't hook. But like you said, communication's huge. So I'll let you call out some stuff. We got some
Gray Wax on 31-2. You might be able to see it off to the right.
Yep, to the right.
He needs 9 on this fill ball to lock the match up. Am I seeing
he
that
needs
right?
9 to force a guy to strike out.
Oh, he has 66. Okay, strike to win. 9 to
He left a flat 10.
Left a flat 10. So
the kid strikes out to win. Strikes out to tie. 9th, 10th frame roll off.
Mike Puzo needs 3 to tie. So let's not log off yet. Let's wait and see what happens. So yeah, you guys bowled in the middle of the night like we did out there. You know, East Coast time. So I tuned in to the live scoring one night while you guys were bowling doubles and singles. Here's the first one.
He might roll it.
Almost rolled it too. So Gray Wax is going to advance. We'll update the full bracket for you at the start of the next round.
Danny will give us one.
Yeah. So real quick to finish that discussion. So I tuned in the middle of the night to see how you guys were doing.
Kevin Tebow, amazing.
And I saw Kevin had like 8 in a row, and I'm like, all right, I got to watch now. And I mean, Kevin's my boy. He drills my stuff, and I watch it, and he finished off the 300 game, and I wanted to go to sleep, and I'm like, at first I thought he was bowling with Tyler in doubles, and I thought they had a chance to win.
I don't get why they don't. That's a whole nother conversation.
Okay. I said the same thing when I found out.
Alex and I had I was like, are you
They
kidding
won the
me?
Bowlers Journal
How do you win the
together
Bowlers
last
Journal?
year.
You don't bowl together.
So I thought they had a chance to win an eagle. And I started watching, and I got like 3 frames into the next game.
Yeah.
And I realized
they're like, here.
They were side by side. They were up and down, not side by side. And I'm like, oh my God, they're not even bowling together.
Yeah, crazy. I don't get that.
But then Kevin kept striking, so I still kept watching. And he threw like, I don't even know how many in a row it was.
He had 850 going into the 7th framer of the
that
last
was
game.
Insanity.
Throwing urethane up the gutter. I threw a purple hammer up the gutter.
All right, folks.
And it wasn't going in.
We're gonna tune out. We're gonna sign out, and we will be back for the round of 16. We'll give you the full bracket updated, and
we won't chat as much.
No. Thank you. We'll see you in a little while. Appreciate it.